Round 10, FIM MX2 Motocross World Championship, and it wasn't a great start here in Maggiora for Jeffrey Herlings or Dylan Ferrandis, but Jose Boutron crashed out going into turn 2, almost taking out our Fox Whole Shot winner, Jordi Tixier, with him. Romain Febvre was on the aggressive charge on lap 3, found his way into 3rd, passing Tixier, as Tim Geiser found a way past Max Anstey to put himself into 6th. A couple of laps later, he found his way into 5th when Petar Petrov fell, losing the front end on the face of the jump. Arnotonis was comfortable in 2nd position, about 15 seconds behind Jeffrey Herlings. Meanwhile, 461 of Romain Febvre tipped out of 3rd place with 3 laps to go, handing the advantage back to Tixier and Geiser. Geiser also made a move into 4th in the closing stages, but Herlings was victorious in race 1. Tonis 2nd, Tixier 3rd, Geiser and Tonkov, your top 5. MXGP race 1. Antonio Cairoli, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, rounded out turn 1, grabbed the Fox Whole Shot and went on to try and pull clear of Clement de Sal, who pretty soon carved his way up the inside of Jeremy Van Hoorbeek to take 2nd. David Philipparts was in 7th place, just ahead of Tommy Searle. Searle would eventually climb his way into 6th, as Cairoli up the front was being caught gradually by the Rockstar Energy Zuki, number 25, Belgium's Clement de Sal. And this was about as close as they got, because pretty soon after that, around the midpoint of the race, de Sal crashed out of 2nd, would eventually come home in 7th, handing 2nd place to the 183 of Stephen Frossard on the Monster Energy Kawasaki machine. In the closing stages, though, he ran out of steam. Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, Yamaha Factory Racing, number 89, slipped up the inside with 2 laps to go and into 2nd place. Cairoli then went on to take the checkered flag. Van Hoorbeek was 2nd, Frossard 3rd, Strybos, Bobryshev rounded out the top 5. MX2 race 2 here in Maggiora, and Jeffrey Herlings again didn't make a good jump, but he used the smart line, came across, gave himself some space, but by the end of the lap he was away and passed his teammate and took over the lead. It was a Red Bull KTM 1-2 at that stage of the race. A couple of laps later, Tonkov fell out of 7th place and dropped to 10th, as Dylan Ferrandis went to work on Jordi Tixier around the lap 10, moved into 2nd. Valentin Guillot also went up into 3rd place and stayed there for a few laps, as Tixier really struggled with the conditions and a slight hand injury. Found his way back past Valentin Guillot, though. Those two were absolutely side by side for the majority of the race. Romain Febvre made a mistake whilst in 5th place and dropped to 7th, as Valentin Guillot tipped over and out of 3rd, and he would drop down to 7th. So Herlings then went on to win. Ferrandis was 2nd, Tixier, Tonis and Geiser were top 5. Romain Febvre was 6th. And the overall Grand Prix win number 40 belonged to Jeffrey Herlings. Tixier was 2nd, making it a Red Bull KTM 1-2. Arnold Tonis on the CLS Kawasaki Monster Energy Kawasaki was 3rd. And Herlings extends his lead in the championship. Tonis is 2nd, Tixier is 3rd, pushing Romain Febvre down to 4th. So that was your MX2 podium here in Maggiora, round 10 of the FIM MX2 Motocross World Championship. Jeffrey Herlings, Jordi Tixier and Arnold Tonis. Of course, goes without saying really, doesn't it? Jeffrey Herlings continues to lead as we go to Germany in 1 week's time.
Jeffrey, another milestone reached here this weekend. Talk me how it felt out there.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, there was a lot of crowd this weekend, and we were lucky with the weather. You know, it was supposed to rain all day, but the weather was pretty decent, and we had a lot of fun. You know, we won our 40th GP win, and you know, never could do without Red Bull KTM race team. Those guys worked so hard for me, and it was an awesome weekend. And let's go to Germany next weekend.
When the gate dropped for MXGP Race 2, all eyes were on Antonio Cairoli, and once again he did not disappoint as he grabbed another Fox Whole Shot. Van Hoorbeek found his way past the fast-gating David Philipparts to take over 2nd, so it was 2 Yamahas in 2nd and 3rd place. Stephen Frossard was in 4th, but he got caught by the 22 of Kevin Strybos, who forced his way down the inside of the Frenchman. A lap later or two, Frossard was out of the race and would not score any points, as de Sal went after Philipparts, eventually went through to take 4th. Van Hoorbeek on the Yamaha factory machine. Number 89 was comfortable in second, as was David Philipparts in fifth, who came under intense pressure from the Hitachi KTM of Sean Simpson in the closing stage of the race. Wasn't good enough though from Sean Simpson. Philipparts was able to hang on to fifth place. De Salle could only manage fourth as his teammate, number 22, Strybos, was cool and calm under pressure and hung on to third. Van Hoorbeek came home second, but it was a double win and an overall Grand Prix victory on home soil for Antonio Cairoli and Red Bull KTM. Second was Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, Yamaha Factory Racing. Third, Kevin Strybos. De Salle was fourth. Three Belgians filling out second, third and fourth. Cairoli on 4.43, De Salle on 4.05, and Van Hoorbeek just 3 points further back on 4.02. But it was a noisy reception for Antonio Cairoli on the top step of the podium at the most iconic venue of all in Italy, here at Maggiora. Of course, he leads the championship. He extends his lead to 38. It was 20 before we came here to Italy.
It's amazing, you know. This year we have the motocross on a good channels in Italy, and you can see it from the public. They are a lot more, and our sport is get more interested and more interested from also people who didn't know before. So that's great for our sport, and it's from chica skin, you know, from everything I see on the podium, all these Italian flags. It's just amazing. Thanks to everybody that comes here, and I hope they will follow us also on the other GPs, and always so happy for this race.